You know the feeling, right? You set this huge, exciting new goal. You feel totally unstoppable for like a week. And then, well, life happens. And we always blame ourselves, thinking we just don't have enough willpower. But what if the problem isn't us? What if the whole idea of setting goals is kind of broken? Today, we're going to explore a completely different path, building systems instead of just chasing goals.
All right, so here's our game plan. First, we're going to break down why goals so often fail and why systems are the answer. Then we'll get super practical with how you can build your own system. After that, we'll dive into the incredible power of those small daily actions. And finally, we'll tie it all together with the most powerful driver of change there is, your identity. Okay, let's get right into the core of the problem. For as long as we can remember, we've been told to dream big, set these massive goals. But honestly, that approach often just sets us up for this painful cycle of getting inspired, failing, and then feeling guilty about it. It's time to break that cycle for good. Just look at the difference in energy here. A goal, it's kind of like a wish you write down on paper. It's passive. It lives in the future. But a system? A system is an active structure you live inside of today. It's the huge gap between just saying, I want to be successful, and actually building the daily process that makes success pretty much unavoidable. Man, this quote just hits the nail on the head, doesn't it? Ambition is awesome, but it doesn't do you much good when you're tired, stressed, or just having an off day. And on those worst days, you don't magically rise to the level of your goals. No way. You fall back to the level of your systems. That's your safety net. That's what catches you. So, what is a system, really? It's not some crazy complicated spreadsheet or app. It's actually way simpler. It's just the collection of your daily habits, the stuff you do almost without thinking. And remember, it's not designed for your best, most motivated days. It's designed for your worst days. It's the structure that holds you up when you feel like you just can't. Okay, so if systems are the secret sauce, how in the world do we build one that actually works for us? Let's switch gears from the what to the how and talk about designing a structure that feels like a support system, not like a prison. Let's start with a question I think we've all asked ourselves at some point. Why is it so ridiculously hard to stick with a new routine? Whether it's for fitness, for work, for anything, we start with all this fire and enthusiasm, but it almost never lasts. Why is that? And here's the answer. It's so simple, but so profound. We fail because we try to copy and paste a system that wasn't built for us. We see some CEO's 4 a.m. morning routine or an influencer's intense workout plan, and we try to force fit it into our life. But real, lasting change doesn't come from copying someone else's discipline. It comes from designing your own. So here's a really simple 3-step process. First, and this is crucial, you've got to be honest with yourself. Don't build a system for the person you wish you were. Build it for the person you are right now. When's your energy high? What drains you? Second, design it to be supportive. If your new routine feels like a punishment, you're going to quit. It's that simple. Simplicity is your superpower here. And third, piggyback on what you already do. Attach a new habit to something that's already wired in, like making your morning coffee. That's how you make it stick. You know, the entire point of a system is to make your life easier, not harder. A good system should cut down on stress, overthinking, and that feeling of decision fatigue we all get. It should feel supportive, not restrictive. The goal is to make your life calmer and more focused, not just busier. All right, now we've got the blueprint for our system. But a blueprint is useless without the actual building materials, right? Well, those materials are your small, consistent, daily actions. This is the engine that drives the whole thing. I absolutely love this quote because it gets to the heart of everything. We've been trained to think we need these huge, dramatic bursts of effort to make a change. But come on, one insane workout isn't going to make you healthy. Real change comes from the small, aligned actions you repeat day after day after day. The direction you're heading matters so much more than your speed. Think about it like this. That one big burst of effort, that one heroic push, yeah, it looks impressive at first. It's a huge spike, but it's a flash in the pan. Now look what happens when you just show up with smaller, consistent effort over time. It really doesn't take long for those small actions to add up and completely blow past that single big push. Real progress is quiet, it's steady, and it happens every single day. So, what does this look like in the real world on a messy Tuesday afternoon? It's about forgetting perfection and just focusing on one honest action. Some days, that might be a full-on workout. Awesome. But other days, you know what? It's just putting on your running shoes and walking out the door. The key is to get one small win. That's it, every single day. Because you don't build a new life by worrying about the next 5 years. You build it by winning today. It's that simple. One honest action, one small win, one day at a time. And here's a little brain hack to make this even more powerful. After you do that small thing, just pause for 5 seconds and acknowledge it. Just say to yourself, hey, I did that. Good job. This isn't about ego. It's pure neuroscience. That tiny moment of recognition releases a little hit of dopamine in your brain, which literally trains it to connect effort with reward. You're hacking your own mind to crave progress. How cool is that? This brings us to our final and, honestly, our most powerful idea. All of these small daily actions, held up by your system, they do more than just get you results. They actually fundamentally change who you are. I want you to think about it this way. A goal is a statement about a future you hope for, but a habit is proof of who you are right now. Your actions today are the most honest thing about you. They're the evidence of the person you're actually becoming. Not a statement, but proof. And this is exactly how it works. You don't just do something, you become something through repetition. Look, exercising once is just a behavior, but when you exercise regularly, you start to see yourself as an athlete. Saving money once is just an action, but when you save consistently, you become an investor. See the shift? Your actions, repeated over and over, literally become your identity. Your daily patterns, your habits, they're writing the story of your life in real time. They are your biography in motion. They're the truest predictor of your future. You don't have to wonder what's coming. Just look at what you're repeating. The story is already being told right now. And eventually, you get to this amazing point where you don't even need to talk about your goals anymore. You don't have to post about them or tell everyone what you're going to do. Your consistent daily actions are speaking so loudly, they're all the proof the world, and more importantly, you will ever need. So I'll leave you with this one question. Just for a moment, forget about your 5-year plan. Forget about those massive long-term goals. Just look at today, right now. What habit are you repeating? Because that single habit, whatever it is casting a vote for the person you're becoming tomorrow. So choose wisely.